Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to the sincere brethren out there pushing his word, and to you sincere listeners. To the brothers in the SF camp, I'm the brother Quanah Wathan with me.
I'm the brother Kanat.
Yeah, we just want to go into a quick lesson. We got together, so we just wanted to do a quick lesson. Yahweh Shem Shai willing. It's edifying. We don't really got a list. We just going to roll in the spirit. If you could bring that out.
God, this is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
God, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have mercy on the nation of Israel, man. So all the, the BS that we went through, going through those curses, those, all the hell that we went through, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have mercy on us. Real quick, you get Malachi, was it 3:17?
This is Malachi 3:17?
Or it might be 18.
3:17, okay. This is Malachi 3, and I'll start at 17.
Okay.
And they shall be mine, said the Lord of hosts.
Talking about the elect. Keep going.
In that day when I make up my jewels.
When the Most High presents the elect of the nation of Israel pretty much to the earth, and shows the whole world that these are his chosen vessels. I'll keep going.
And I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. That's it on that.
That was it? Okay. Let me see. It might be in Micah.
How does it go?
He shall perform the truth to Jacob. Was it Micah? So like in Micah 7 and 18.
Okay, got it. Got it. This is Micah 7 and 18. Who is a God or power like unto thee?
Yeah, and that's what these other nations are going to say when the Most High fulfills what we're reading here in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Keep going.
That pardoneth iniquity.
Yeah, and just like the Most High said, he's going to pardon the iniquity of the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. See, so this whole, plan that you other nations have, you elites have, it's going to come to naught, man. At the end of the day, the Most High is going to have mercy on Jacob. He's going to choose the nation of Israel as his chosen nation, just as he did back in the time of Egypt. Nothing's changed with the Most High. The only reason why we're in this predicament is because of our sins. That's the reason why the Most High had us go through these different trials and tribulations, catch all this hell, man, go through slavery. Keep going.
And passeth by the transgressions of the remnant of his heritage.
Yeah, so all the wickedness that the elect has done in this life and their past lives, all that's going to be wiped clean. The Most High is going to give them a clean slate. Okay? And from that point on, they're going to be righteous. So you ain't going to be able to bring up no charges on the elect. Okay. Just like you can't do it now. Why? Because they're covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai. So that clean slate is going to transition when they get the new body. So you can't bring anything up on them.
Okay.
Keep going.
He retaineth not his anger forever.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why we're in the predicament that we're in now. But the Most High is pissed off. Now imagine, man, this is the Heavenly Father pissed off what we went through, but the Most High, he didn't go, he still had mercy on us. He left a remnant. There were certain times he wouldn't allow Esau, to completely take us over. He always left a remnant, man. For you other nations, what's going to happen to you? The Most High ain't going to have mercy on you. Especially you Edomites, man. The Most High ain't going, oh, man, I jacked these people up enough. Now I'm going to turn my anger from them. Nah, the Most High, he's pissed off with you. You put your hands on his son. You going to say something?
No, I was just going to continue to read.
Okay.
It says, he retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy.
Yeah, he delights in mercy towards the nation of Israel. Keep going.
He will turn again. He will have compassion upon us.
Yeah, he will have compassion upon us, the nation of Israel, just as he had compassion upon us in the ancient time. Keep going.
He will subdue our iniquities, and thou will cast all their sins into the depths of the sea.
That's right. So none of you other nations will be able to bring it up again. You can't go down to the depths of the sea to pull the sins up.
Well, Esau can't even go to the depths
Yep,
of the sea.
Yep.
Well, what is it? If Esau can search the depths of the sea, you know, then the Most High would do away with us.
Well, let me get it real quick.
The Lord gonna cast all. Basically, you're not gonna be able to charge us with anything. You know, you're not gonna say, "Hey, look what they're doing. They're doing this." The Most High gonna pardon us, man, and He gonna give us that fleshly heart in which we can never go off.
That's right.
So there's no excuse for us to go down, to be taken down, to be destroyed. We're gonna be eternal at that point.
This is Jeremiah 31 and 37. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundation of the earth searched out beneath, I will cast off all the seed of Israel for all they have done, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai."
And you know what's crazy? All these nations are now going into space. They're trying to search out space, you know, and they're trying to search out the depths of the sea also. But they're not going to be able to do none of those things. Why? Ultimately, they want to destroy the nation of Israel. Bill Gates, he wants to blow up the moon.
Yep. He wants to block the sun out.
Block the sun out. You know. It on that?
Yeah, that was it.
I'll go back to this.
Time.
I'll read 19 again. He will turn again. He will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities, and will cast all their sins into the depths of the sea.
Yeah, which is just symbolic of you're not going to be able to bring up any charges upon the nation of Israel. The Most High literally going to cast sins into the sea. You know, the nation's going they're going to try to build a submersible in the kingdom. They're going to be where the sins of Israel at.
They're going to try to find them. They're going to literally try to find them.
The Most High threw them over here somewhere, man.
Yep,
They in the Marianas Trench somewhere. We got to pinpoint the location. You ain't going to be able to bring up any charges upon the nation of Israel, the accusers before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because what we're going through now, you know, the Israelites that have accepted Yahweh Shai as the ultimate sacrifice, their sins have been wiped away.
Yeah.
You know, real quick, I'm going to bring this out.
Because he's trying to accuse, he actually accuses us to the Heavenly Father. You know?
This is Romans 8:1. It says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. So you can't bring up any charges on the elect. Any Israelite that's, you know, walking in truth and sincerity with Yahweh Shai, they're good. You know, their slate has been completely wiped away. And as long as they continue down that path, you can't bring no charges up on them, man. So that is going to translate when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai delivers the elect of the nation of Israel. So that's the elect's sins have already been forgiven. So they're clean, and then they're going to get those new bodies. So you ain't going to be able to bring up any charges on them. What have they done? You know?
Yeah.
You keep going on, Micah, now unless you have something else.
Nah, I'll finish, Micah, I'll finish this. It says, verse 20, thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob and the mercy to Abraham.
Yeah, what's the truth to Jacob? The promise that was given to Jacob, where the Most High said, a nation and a company of nations shalt thou be, and kings are going to be of thee. That promise has to be fulfilled, man.
Yep. It says, which thou hast sworn unto our fathers from the days of old.
Yeah, which that promise has not been fulfilled, which you other nations, you're not taking that into account, man. You think that the Most High has just completely forsaken the nation of Israel and he's not dealing with us no more. But what about the promise? What about the promises that was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Those things have to be fulfilled, man. You can jump back to Isaiah.
Can I read this real quick? This is Psalms 32:1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there's no guile.
Yeah, in whose spirit there is no guile. Okay? Which is going into the elect, man. Well, when you read Revelation, it says there was no guile found in their mouth.
Right.
Okay? Oh, you can read that again, Baba Rashad?
Con. Psalms 32:1, a psalm of David. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because you're going to inherit the kingdom. The Most High is going to highly exalt you. Keep going.
Whose sin is covered.
Mm-hmm. Whose sin is covered. Keep going.
Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, imputeth not iniquity.
Yeah, see, that's what it all comes down to, man. Does the Most High deem this individual guilty or not? It ain't about what you other nations can bring up on Jake. It's about what Yahweh Shemel Shai sees, man. He's the judge. The judge can pardon you. You could have been a completely wicked dude.
Right.
But the judge could be, okay, look, I can see, in your heart, this ain't really how you are. I'm going to give you a second chance. That all that stuff you did, well, we're going to forget about that. You can go live your life.
Mm-hmm.
The judge has the power to do that. And Yahweh Shemel Shai has the power to do that. And he's going to do that to the elect of the nation of Israel. And once those charges get dismissed, you can't bring it up.
You can't bring it up.
You can't go, well, this dude, well, the judge said he was acquitted.
Yep. You can't bring it up. Yeah, there's no statute of limitation.
Mm-hmm.
If you did the crime, but then you can bring it up years later. It's gonna be wiped away. It's gonna be wiped away clean.
Well, you bring it up, you're gonna go, well, I got off of that.
Right.
Or that never, he didn't get convicted.
Yep.
The judge let him go.
Mm-hmm. It's scrubbed off my record. It's not even on my record.
So you could talk about it, but the fact remains that the judge got rid of the charges. Those charges ain't on my record. So why are you bringing this up?
Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and whose spirit there is no guile.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it on that.
Con, can you jump back to Micah 7:20, and then I'm gonna read this.
Okay, Con. This is Micah 7:20. Thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob, and the mercy to Abraham.
Yeah, and what's the truth to Jacob? Like I mentioned, it was the promise that was made to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Now I got this real quick. This is what the Most High spake unto Jacob. This is Genesis 35:9. It says, and the Most High appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padanaram and blessed him. And the power said unto him, thy name is Jacob, thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And the Most High said unto him, I am the Most High Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, which is going into all the tribes of Israel. Even within, the tribes, there's different nations. You got different families. And those families become huge, It says, a nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. Okay? Which means what? The entire nation of Israel was supposed to be kings. Now, this promise was never fulfilled, man.
Right.
So, the nation of Israel being in the situation that we're in right now, if we stay in this predicament, that means the Most High would be a liar.
And no other nation was promised that either. Now the other nations are trying to come in and say, no, we all have an inheritance in this promise.
Yep.
Well, the scriptures clearly tell you that it went through a certain line.
God.
So you other nations, you have no part in the promise, in these prophecies that are taking place.
Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with you, man. You have to be from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Most High just told Jacob that kings will come out of his loins, which means what? All his children are supposed to be kings.
Right, yep.
Not just Judah and Ephraim. And that was the plan of the Heavenly Father going all the way back to the beginning. Well, when we first came out of Egypt, if I could just bring this out real quick. This is Exodus 19, and I'll start at 3. It says, and Moses went up to the Most High, and the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, called unto him out of the mountain, saying, thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. Why? Because the Most High told Jacob that kings will come out of his loins, man. So basically all your children, they're going to be kings. So the Most High was trying to fulfill that promise here in Exodus, the 19th chapter. But you read further on, you see what happened, man. And why the Most High didn't execute that. Okay? Continuing on, this is Genesis 35 and 11. It says, and the Most High said unto him, I am the Most High Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. And we're not over there right now. You know, so the Most High has to fulfill this. So when we're reading here in Micah the 7th chapter, the Most High is saying he's going to perform the truth to Jacob. That's the truth. The Most High said he was going to do that, right? So he has to fulfill that promise that he made. He's going to perform the truth to Jacob. We got to go back in that land. Okay, we have to inherit it forever. The promise that was made to Abraham was that he would make an everlasting covenant with his seed.
Right.
Okay, so that has to happen too.
Right.
So the everlasting covenant has to be made with the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His seed has to get that land, and they all have to become kings. Those are three promises that were never fulfilled by the Heavenly Father. So he got to make that good.
Yep. And now we're going to be able to inherit it by the Lord, subduing our iniquities. Mm-hmm. You know, forgiving us, basically, having mercy upon us.
Yep.
Because we were not able to receive that because we went off.
That's right.
And that's why He sent His Son to buy us back, to redeem us back. You know, unto Him. So this promise can be fulfilled.
That's right.
He's not a man that He shall lie. This has to be fulfilled. So that's why you're seeing a remnant. You're seeing a remnant. You're seeing the elect rise up in these last days that are believing on Yahweh Shemashai, because those are the same people, okay, of the nation of Israel that's going to inherit that promise. That promise is going to, be fulfilled. And even through the rest of the nation of Israel, that promise is going to be fulfilled.
That's right.
Okay? So this is what's going on.
Well, you got to remember, Salakia, I don't want you to cut you off. No. But you got to remember, we just read the Exodus 19th chapter. That was before Jake went off. So he's speaking to all the Israelites that were there at that time.
Yep.
You know, so all of them have to become kings and priests.
They have to.
Because the Most High spake it. So those spirits, he made that promise with those spirits, man. Okay? And then you read the account of what happened. Jake went off, so the Most High got mad. And he told all the rest of them, "You gonna die, man. I ain't dealing with y'all. Yep. You know, I'm dealing with the new age. You know, the younger generation, older generation. You gonna die. Nevertheless, he still told him that though. Like you gonna be kings and priests, man.
And your and the generations after you, forever and ever.
Yep.
A world without end.
Yep.
So that has not been fulfilled yet. You know, meaning. And you go back into Romans where it says all Israel shall be saved. You know?
Yeah, because the Most High has to fulfill that promise to all the seed. You know? The whole family got to get the Most High has to fulfill his promise with the entire family. You know? So all those spirits, they got to receive that promise too, man. So the Most High, we're reading about it. You know, and like the brother mentioned, the mercy starts with the remnant of the nation of Israel, the elect.
Yep.
Okay, because through those individuals, the Most High is going to bring back the entire nation of Israel, and they're going to be perfect. So the Most High can give them the promise. So he can fulfill that promise, so they won't go off like they did in Exodus 19th chapter. You know, so the Most High, he found that loophole. Get that out of there.
Esau tried to do the loopholes and all that. This is a righteous loophole right here. Oh damn! I got to do away with it. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna send my son, make this happen. You know, it's all when you see the spiritual meaning, and we don't even fully understand it all, right? But the understanding that we do have, we like, damn, that's like crazy how the Most High did that. You know, the Most High, he's that master director. You know, how he built stories, how he built the whole story of Israel, the rise, the fall, and the rise again. And all the things in between, you know.
Was you done with
I'll finish this last part here. It says, which thou hast sworn unto our fathers from the days of old.
Yeah, so that has to be fulfilled. And we're reading about that being fulfilled here in Isaiah the 14th chapter. If you could jump back to that.
Isaiah 14:1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Yeah, and where's our land at? The land of Israel. Where them Palestinians and them 1948ers are at, man. That's our land. So we got to get that back. That's one of the promises that the Most High made to our forefathers.
Yep.
This land is going to belong to your seed. Keep going.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Which the strangers are the Israelite foreigners. It ain't talking about the heathen. Keep going.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Yeah, which the them is talking about these other nations. Which you other nations were created to be our servants, man, and our slaves. Keep going.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Yeah, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And all you other nations had us in slavery, man. Okay? All you other nations put hell on the nation of Israel. So you got to pay, man. And see, that's beautiful that the Most High set it up like this. Now he's really justified in allowing you to go into slavery under the nation of Israel.
Yep. Straight up.
Okay, because you could have came up with, we ain't even do nothing to these people. Yep. But now, hey, you justified in getting put to death, man. You justified in having all that judgment come upon you. If I could bring this out real quick. This is Jeremiah 10:24. It says, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name, which is going into these other nations, man. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. So all these nations had a part in bringing us down, man. So we gonna get revenge on you in the kingdom when we put you in slavery, man. We're going to devour you. Okay? All your resources going to be converted to the nation of Israel, man. All the rubies, the diamonds you got, all the precious stones,
even
the gold,
you.
The silver, your kids. You know, we're going to take that, man.
You're going to own nothing and be happy.
Yeah, literally.
You literally going to be happy.
You're going to be renting stuff, man. You need, we can go to the blessings. we gonna lend that to you. You ain't gonna lend that to us, man. Okay? You want money? You want a loan? You want to try to open up have a business venture? You gotta come talk to Yasser Allah, man. We gonna have a goal that's gonna finance your business. You know.
Esau trying to do it on the left hand side. You know, but we gonna do it righteously. You know.
Yeah, well, he'll give you a loan, but it ain't real money. He's got you in debt slavery. Then he's stealing from you when he does that.
And you put your time, interest.
Yep, you putting your time and labor into it. Your labor is worth money. We're going to give you gold and silver when you get a loan from us, man. You're going to actually be able to hold it, touch it. You know, you can go home with it, use it for whatever. You got to pay it back, though.
You got to pay it back.
With extra gold or silver.
Well, you're going to take that money, that gold that we give you, that gold and silver, you're going to open up a business, and then it's going to prosper, and then you're going to get the profit, so you're going to make money, and then you're going to take money off of that, and you got to pay back that loan.
Yep.
You know, so it's righteous. You know, it's a righteous transaction. You know, unlike what this man does. You know, he doesn't even give you real money, and then he makes the money out of thin air, and then he's gonna charge you all this type of money. You know, once the loan is paid off, it's paid off.
Yeah, you need more time to pay off the loan that he gives you because he's devaluing the money. The same loan he gave you $100, you know, you get a $100 loan, you go cash it, put it in your bank account. The next day it's worth less than that. You know, it might not decrease that much, but he's still stealing from you.
Right, yeah.
So now you got to work twice as hard to pay off the $100 because your money ain't worth as much as it used to be. You know.
This dude's devil.
Hey, look, man, a gold piece in the land of Israel is gonna be a gold piece. All right, a shekel is gonna be worth a shekel, man. It ain't gonna be no funny, changes with the how much it's worth, man.
Yeah, we're going to give you a just weight.
Yeah, you just got to pay it back. You know, regardless of the astronomical interest rates that we give you. And where else you going to go? Where else you gonna get a loan from, man?
Damn. They gonna literally be in slavery for all their life and their children.
They gonna love it though. You get actual gold. You get actual money, man, from the loan. You need to walk around with it in your pocket. Just got a loan from the Israelites, man.
Oh, you can get you a gold chain.
Yeah.
You get you a gold chain. You know, get your woman some earrings.
You can do whatever you want with it, man. Just pay that.
You gotta pay that loan, man. And if you can't pay that loan, then we gotta seize everything you got, okay, including your children. Okay. Well, in the ancient world, they'll pay off loans with their children. Mm-hmm. They'll actually sell their son or their daughter to a man to pay off a loan. So that's gonna come back.
Yeah.
You know. I'll go back in Isaiah.
Okay.
Isaiah 14:2, it says, I read that 14:3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Yeah, we actually gonna have rest in the kingdom, man. All the trials and tribulations that we deal with in this society, you know, the anxiety, you know, the mental stress, all that's gonna disappear in the kingdoms. We ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. Man. You know, we gonna be at the top. You know, we're gonna be above all these other nations. We're gonna be telling them what to do. Yeah. They gonna have to worry about, you know, whether they make it to work on time. You know, whether they paying their bills on time, man. That's something they gonna have to worry. We ain't gonna have to worry about that, man. Ain't gonna be no bills for the nation of Israel and the kingdom. Just like the Rothschilds, these niggas don't pay bills, man.
Bills? What's a bill?
They own the damn electric companies, man. They own the cable company, the internet. They got the fastest internet. They ain't paying that shit, man. We ain't gonna have to pay nothing.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, we ain't gonna. Man, we the total mental clarity that we gonna have, and just the feel a euphoria, and just no worrying about something, you know, and just everything is gonna be good, and nothing bad is going. Literally nothing bad is gonna ever happen ever. You don't even know what that is. You don't know what pain. You don't know what stubbing your toe is. Or what's the hell? Oh, I got a headache. What's a headache?
Yep.
You ain't gonna know that, man. That's paradise right there. We're gonna really enjoy paradise. Now, the other nations, they gonna enjoy paradise too, but not on the level that we're gonna enjoy paradise.
They're gonna get sick.
Mm-hmm. They have to come to us for the medicines.
Mm-hmm. They still gonna be dying too.
Yep. Verse 14. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Yeah, which that's when the kingdom is going to be established, when the Most High breaks the staff of the wicked. And who's the staff, or who's the wicked? The wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. His staff represents his power and his rulership. The Most High going to break it, man. Which you see that happening now. Yep. His society is crumbling right before our eyes, man.
Yep. And those mighty chariots,
no, you got it.
No, mighty chariots are showing themselves too. Basically, you know, war, you know, provoking a war. Salakia.
It's all good. You got it.
This is verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder it.
Yeah, talking about Esau, Edom, man. And this dude, he's going throughout the four corners of the earth doing all kind of dirt, man. You know, when we get him in the kingdom, we beating him down. These other nations ain't going to try to help him out, man. They're going to try to get a kick in.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
Especially Moab. Moab, your ride or die left-hand man, he going to be kicking you in the kingdom, man. He'll give you a little gut shot.
Moab love Edom. He going to hate Edom in that day, though.
He going to turn on him.
Well, it's going to be, you know, a crime of passion.
Yeah.
You know, somebody real close did you dirty. You go overkill, you know. It says the whole earth is at rest and it's quiet.
Yeah, so when Esau, Edom is out of power, the whole earth is going to be at rest, man. The whole earth is going to be covered with tranquility because the nation of Israel is going to be in power, man. We're going to set everything in order. All right? All the chaos that Esau, Edom has created is going to cease to exist in the kingdom under the rulership of the nation of Israel. All right?
they break forth into singing.
Yeah, they're gonna be rejoicing because Esau, the devil is been put down, man. Okay, things could go back to normal. Paradise can be reestablished down here upon the earth. And these nations are catching hell, man. Everybody catching hell.
Yep. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Well, we was just watching, the Economist. The whole global system is collapsing, man. Everybody about to be catching hell. You know? And this nigga has orchestrated this to put people in this position so they can suffer, so they can bow down to him and take the chip.
It's the devil.
You know?
It's the devil, man.
See, he cutting off supply chains.
Yep.
He's starving people out. You know, he creating droughts. You know,
he releasing bugs out into the
GMO mosquitoes to spread diseases. All that's gonna cease to exist in the kingdom, man. You know, so everybody gonna be rejoicing.
Yep. He set a system up perfectly for you to fail in every aspect. You know, and now he's pretty much breaking his system so he can bring in a new system, and you see how you people are through.
Yep.
Because you depended on this man for everything, and that's how he wanted it. Every aspect of your life is dependent on him. You know, and it's documented and it's traced and it's tracked. It says, "Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee."
The actual trees are gonna rejoice too. He's clear cutting, man. Keep going.
"And the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us."
Yeah, this industrial lumber industry that Esau Edom has is going to cease to exist. But you only need trees, the lumber, if you're going to build something, man. This nigga cutting trees halfway across the world, clear cutting forests, and then shipping it through the four corners of the earth, man. Creating a demand for wood that wouldn't even be there. You know? You take wood from that area if you're going to build something, like what Solomon did. He got trees from Lebanon, but he's actually building something. He wasn't shipping wood all throughout the forest. You to just get this wood. Anybody can have a house made from this kind of wood. All you gotta do is pay for it. You clear cut the forest, man. He ain't supposed to do that. But see, Esau being insatiable, him being greedy.
Yep.
He want money. He'll destroy all the earth's resources as long as he can line his pocket, man.
He love money. You think niggas love money? Esau.
He's the original nigga.
Yeah, he's the original nigga. He's the realest nigga.
Yep.
He's the real nigga. Esau's the real nigga, man. He's the image of what a nigga is supposed to, what a nigga does. What you said the scripture earlier. We was talking. He said John 8:44. Yep. Jacob is doing what Esau want to do. Like the whole game banging. You got the red and the blue. Esau doing it. Democrats and Republicans.
Yep.
Esau with the hunting videos, and he always got guns, pictures of him with his boys with the guns. Niggas do that, but Esau been doing that. Killing people, robbing, stealing.
Yep. Well, that's what Tubal Cain was doing.
Yeah.
Going around the world, putting people in slavery, killing them, and then bragging them. That's what niggas do, man.
He was rapping.
Making songs.
Yeah, making songs about it. I killed 2 men, this and that. And he was rapping the bitches.
Yep.
To his 2 wives. That's what's going on now. The same thing going on. It's on a lower level. It's a low base level with Jake. It says, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Yep. Which is talking about the grave. It ain't talking about the actual hell's gonna come up and meet Esau, man. You gonna see.
What will vocab say?
Oh, he gonna say that's talking about actual hell. So hell's bubbling up. It's cracked somewhere. It's gonna meet Satan. But supposedly he already supposed to be down there. So how's gonna meet him?
No, it don't make sense.
How's gonna meet him? And he's supposed to be down there already.
Oh man.
So when you read us talking about the king of Babylon, which this is talking about Esau Edom.
Yeah.
So the grave is moved to meet him, man. He's getting ready to perish. He's getting ready to go into that low state. Keep going.
Is stirred up the dead for thee.
Which the dead are these other nations. Okay? Was it Proverbs, the 21st chapter? He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. These other nations, they don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So they're dead to the Heavenly Father. But the Most High is stirring these other nations up against the king of Babylon.
Yep. Even all the chief ones of the earth.
All the kings of the earth. They're going to come against Esau Edom.
It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
See? So all the kings are being risen up against Esau, Edom. The Most High is orchestrating this World War III, man.
Yep.
Which is going to end in the destruction of the system of Esau, Edom, the beast system. Keep going.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Mm-hmm.
Art thou become like unto us?
Yep.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yeah, and these other nations see the level that America's on, man.
Yeah.
Well, we was just watching, the Epic Economist, and he said, with this whole CV19 thing, the whole nation has seen how prepared America is to deal with pandemics.
Yep.
Completely fumbled it, man.
Yep.
You got the most deaths. You're supposed to be the top nation on the earth, the top industrialized nation. You got the most deaths from this thing, man.
It's running wild out here. You supposed to have everything on lock. You supposed to be the standard of how everybody else is supposed to handle it.
Oh, the rollout of the jazz was super messy.
Oh yeah, it's super messy.
It wasn't organized.
You begging people to take it. You literally, here it is. These other nations, third world nations, can't even get enough of these things, and Esau is begging motherfuckers to take it out here. They'll give you burgers.
Mm-hmm.
They give you free food, fries, beer. You get BIP at the strip club. You get entered in to win $1 million. Come on, you through doing that. You finished. These other nations, they struggling, but they have less cases and less deaths, and they're in a so-called third world country.
Yeah. So they see what's going on, man. They know you weak right now.
Mm-hmm.
You on your last leg. You limping. You like the old lion. You get when you take over the pride.
You take over the
strong.
pride. Yeah.
Then you get old, and then the other young lion, the younger lion come and they take him out, man. You that old lion. You getting ready to get ousted, man.
Yep. It says it has raised up their thrones, all the kings of the nations.
Mm-hmm.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Mm-hmm.
Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Yeah, that pride you got, man. And these people ain't proud no more. You see these Americans, they're very distraught, man. When you look at their face, they see what condition their country is in, man. Oh well, violent crime is going up. It's at an all-time high.
It's crazy.
Carjackings, like you said the article out, carjackings up at an all-time high Oakland, man.
And they just stop. They not like you park your car and you go inside your house and then you go outside your house and your car's gone. Nah, they literally running up on you at the stoplight, armed, jacking you for your car. That's some wild west type shit. As well as this whole CV19 exposed the food crisis here in America, or you Americans had to go to these food banks, man, and they're running out of food, and how much these government programs feed you people, because and house you people, they're allowing you to stay in your house and they're giving you food. That exposed how much handouts you're giving out here, all these programs, and what happens when it stops? America turns into worse than a third world country.
Yep.
It says, and the noise of thy vials.
Uh-huh.
Let me read that again. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Which the worm goes into the decay. Which I forget the name of, but it was a major bridge.
Where the women built it?
Nah, that was in Miami.
Florida?
Yeah, that shit just same day, like a few days after it got built.
Now the same day. Yeah.
After it was finished, it fell, man. A few people died. But it's a major bridge. I forget where it's at, but it's got cracks in it. So they had to shut it down. So that's another hit to the supply chain. That's a major thoroughfare, man.
Oh, this shit is recent?
Yeah, I forget where it's at, but it's a bridge. It got cracks in it, so they had to shut it down. So trucks can't go over it. Which means what? If you can't go over the bridge, you got to go the long way around. There's more money, there's more time, which is messing up the supply chain.
Shouldn't America have all the money just to fix that quick?
Well, they got billions of dollars to throw at the 1948ers. But the infrastructure through. That's a curse, man.
Well, Biden, he got his infrastructure plan. I think like 2 or 3 trillion.
Yeah, 2 trillion, 1.9 trillion. Which said that ain't for the infrastructure, man. I'm just let y'all know that.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Yep, which Lucifer just means light bearer, which this is talking about the elites. It's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. All right? Heaven just represents rulership.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weakens the nation?
Yeah, how did he weaken the nations? What is military? Okay, keep going.
It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven.
And he's done that. He's in outer space and he has vehicles flying in the sky, man. They ain't talking about him, he got kicked out of heaven. Then he's sitting down in hell. He's plotting how to get back up there. So he's going to try to go back. That ain't what it's talking about, man. Okay? It says, for I will ascend into heaven. He went into outer space. He wanted to fly, man. That's what he did. The only nation to achieve that. Keep going.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
He's in outer space. Keep going.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Yeah, who's the congregation of the Lord? The nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's sitting upon us, man. He has all 12 tribes under his authority. Okay? If you want proof on that, there's a thing called the Monroe Doctrine, which basically it was Esau Edom over here on this side of the world telling all these other European nations, you can't come over in my backyard and try to influence things over here. Okay? The United States has control of North and South America. So you other European nations, you stay on your side of the world, man.
Yep.
And who's over here? The tribes.
Yep.
Okay?
All 12 tribes.
So he got this whole thing on lock, man.
Well, it talks about that, what is that, Ezekiel 25 or 35?
These two nations?
Yeah, these 2 nations.
Yep.
Yeah. He talks about how he believes, he thinks in his heart that these 2 nations, which is the whole nation of Israel, is his.
Yep.
These are my people, and I can do whatever the hell I want to them.
Yep.
I'll continue.
Close it up.
Kind of says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit.
Yeah, which goes into your rulership being taken away from you and those curses falling upon you.
I'm sorry, I skipped the verse. I'm slacking. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, that's what he's doing now, man. He's trying to implement this right now. He said, I will be like the Most High. That's what his whole New World Order is about, man. He literally wants to play God down here upon the earth. Well, that's why he has control of the supply chain.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look, I can give these people food and take it away from them if I want to. And then what are they going to have to do to get the food? They're going to have to do what I tell them to do. That's how the Most High gets down, man. If you don't listen to what he tell you to do, he can withhold food from you. He'll shut the supply chain off, man. He'll send a drought. There won't be no fish in the water. Won't be no rain. Strange calamities that come upon you to put you to death. That's the power that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has, man. He wants the same power. Okay? The Most High knows everything that you're doing. Whenever you do it, or wherever you do it. Yep.
He can control you. That's exactly what Esau Edom wants to do through this whole transhumanism.
Yep.
He wants to literally plug you into his cloud and be able to control you on a computer through an algorithm. That's how the Most High get down, though.
Yeah, the Most High programming. Your brain is a computer. He sends commands in it.
Yep.
It makes you do what he wants you to do. He wants to have that same power, man. And then he's so proud. He thinks he's so much of a god that he actually plans on fighting Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Wow. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yeah, meaning that lower state. So you on your high horse now, you're going to be brought down, man. The Most High going to show you that you're not a god, that you're just a man. The position that you have is going to be taken away from you. Okay? Keep going.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
So you're going to have actual people, they're going to see Lucifer, man. Okay, keep going.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Proving that this is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Yep. Lucifer is a man. And you're going to see the elites in the kingdom, man. They're going to be completely decrepit. They're going to have chains on their neck. They're going to be low. And people are going to look at them and point. These the individuals. This the Illuminati right here, man. These dudes right here. These dudes that was running everything. You know, these are the dudes that had this whole CV-19 thing going on, had the whole world shook. These are dudes right here. They're gonna be all low and dirty. Keep going.
That did shake kingdoms. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof.
Yep, that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody gonna be like, this the guy, man.
Yep.
How could this be? You know, this dude was on top. Now look at him, man.
That opened not the house of his prisoners.
Mm-hmm. Which is going into Babylon. Which Babylon, America has the most prisoners out of any country in the world, man. Proving more so that this is talking about America. That Babylon is actually America.
Exactly is.
All right. We can end it up there. Yeah, you know. So with that, you know, we hope this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.